Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn, a love reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right. So we're going to do the romance angel as an overall energy, and then we're going to get some tarots, some clarifiers, and close out with an oracle. All right, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So are there red flags that you need to pay attention to? Are you making excuses for bad behavior? Are you ignoring things, right? Sometimes we feel like, oh, it's better, I'll just ignore it. It'll get better. It'll be fine. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it just keeps building and it makes us more frustrated and more irritated. Eight of Wands, the Hierophant. Well, feeling like this bottom one, and I just saw this one, so we'll just take this one. We're all over the place today, right? So that could be, it could be some scattered energy there, right? With the Eight of Wands coming out, it could be kind of scattered all over the place, not really sure. Like you're feeling something, but are you ignoring it? Are you like, no, it can't be, right? That's not right. Five of Pentacles, the Chariot, Queen of Swords, Three of Cups, Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, Two of Swords, and the World. So it took me a little bit to get to that final overall energy. I feel like you're kind of all over the place. You're scattered, like you're not really sure which direction to go in, what to believe, what not to believe, kind of hearing those red flags, but maybe ignoring those, trying to make a decision, but you don't want to make a decision yet. Maybe it's like you need more information, like you need more proof, Sometimes we need to be banged over the head. Not that I'm trying to be like violent, but it's like we need to be banged over the head, like, are you listening? Are you listening, right? Like, is this not clear enough? Is this not clear enough? Are you seeing the deception, right? Do you not feel that things are clear, right? That it's, like I was saying, is that we make excuses for people's bad behavior, or we try and ignore those red flags, and we're like, it'll be fine, right? But then things keep piling up and things keep happening. I just feel like you're kind of foggy about the situation, and you're like, can this really be happening? Whatever this situation is, whatever these red flags are going up for you. But I feel like, so this is current energy, and I feel like you kind of have that, you're foggy, it's not clear, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, now I see it. Now I see what's going on. And then for future energies, we have the Five of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Cups. So I feel like it's almost like you need that time to be by yourself to kind of process this. And you take that time, and then you realize, okay, now I need to move forward, and I need to move past this because I have to look towards my happiness, right? You kind of have that moment where you're like, this is just temporary, but I'm going to be able to get past this situation, and you are able to move past it and get back into that happy place. For overall energy, we have the Page of, when I saw the Page of Wands, I felt like it's a new beginning, it's a new start, it's young energy, right? I feel like it's the beginning of something. It's the beginning of something that is much better for you. I almost feel like you pay attention to the red flags, and then you deal with that situation. Like you look at it, and you're able to work through it, right? That you're not ignoring the red flags anymore, that you're actually taking actions in order to get through this situation. I kind of feel like this reading goes with the daily energy, because I felt like kind of the same thing. Working through something. So it could go back to this. All right, love it. 10 of Pentacles, right? 10 of Pentacles is kind of opening that chest and finding all of these pentacles and these shiny things and this happiness and feeling so much better. Oh, love that. Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a new start. Like you're moving forward. And you're not letting what other people have to say affect you, because that's what that is, right? The Five of Swords is that there's people down on the ground here, and this person is like, I'm not going to deal with that. I'm not going to take that anymore, right? I'm not going to let what other people have to say bother me anymore. And it's right there on the judgment, right? And it's like having that clarity and opening your eyes and realizing, hey, I need to do what's best for me, right? I'm not going to let what other people have to say affect me. And then I feel like for future energies, it's like, yeah, it's going to be a little bit tough in the beginning, but then it's like things are going to turn around for you. Because when you work through this process, or you deal with a situation, or you open your eyes to the red flags, it's like hurtful. It's like if you see these red flags and you're like, no, that can't be happening. And then like you realize, yeah, I guess that is happening, and it's hurtful. And then you have these emotions and these feelings that you go through, and you feel sad, and you're like, how did I let this happen? Or why did this happen? Or you have all these questions, and you feel hurt and let down. But then it's like, okay, as time goes on, then you're able to get past that, right? It could be with the Lovers, it could be that for some reason I'm thinking it's a new relationship coming in. It could be working through this situation with a current partner, and you're able to work through this situation and you feel hurt, but then you become closer together. It could be just the relationship that you have with yourself, and you're like, hey, I need to make sure that I pay attention to the red flags in the future, and I don't let things get out of hand like they did before. Maybe before I was just letting things slide before, and I was making excuses for bad behavior, but now I need to look out for myself, and I need to know that if I start feeling something, I start feeling a funny way, that I feel that something's not right, I'm feeling there's red flags, that I start looking into that I don't ignore that, right? That I've learned from my past mistakes, right? King of Wands. I've learned from my past mistakes so that I don't put myself into this position again to where I'm getting hurt. I may think that I'm protecting myself because I'm ignoring red flags, but now I've learned that I'm really not protecting myself. I'm just prolonging the hurt, and making that hurt even better. It's almost like ripping off that Band-Aid, right? Just do it and get it over with. So that way it doesn't become a worse situation. So moving forward, I feel like it's this new young energy where you're feeling like you're learning from the past, and you're not going to let this happen. You're not going to put yourself in this situation again, right? Because that's the Queen of Wands. And she's kind of like someone who's not going to put herself in bad situations again. She's not going to deal with it. That she's going to pay attention to the red flags and take care of that as soon as possible, so it doesn't go on, so that you're in this 10 of Cups energy. And that's what life is those learning lessons, those learning lessons. And when we go through something, learning from it so that we don't repeat it in the future, so that we don't put ourselves through that. And so I feel like that's this kind of big aha moment where we're like, yeah, I'm not going to take it. I'm opening my eyes to it. I'm seeing it. I'm realizing it, that I'm not going to let it affect me like it did before. All right, let's close out with a fortune reading card. And of course, as I always say, you have to do what works best for you. Wish. I like that one, wish. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. And what is that heart's desire, right? What is your wish? What is your goals? What do you want to have come true? What do you want to have happen? Focusing on that, and then taking those actions to make it happen, right? To actually take those steps to make it happen, to do those things to make this wish come true. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.